Chloe stands on the cracked sidewalk, fairy lights from her studio window spilling gold across the asphalt like spilled paint, casting long shadows that stretch toward the lake like fingers reaching for something just out of grasp. The jack is still under the car, the flat tire leaning against the curb like a defeated witness, its rubber still warm from the road. A faint smear of grease streaks her wrist, mixing with dried cadmium red from earlier, and the air smells of rubber, hot metal, the distant lake, and the faint trace of his cologne, cedar and engine oil. Her voice is low, velvet, still humming with the clank of the lug wrench, the scrape of gravel under boots, the way his eyes caught the sunset like polished jade, and the unbearable space between them that refused to stay empty. You guys will never believe what happened. I'm Chloe, no last name, just the girl who paints Cresthaven's secrets onto canvas. And this story. It's happening right now, 7:43 p.m. on a quiet Saturday after my 18th birthday, and I'm telling it while the tire is still warm from his hands. The jack is still extended like a question mark. The echo of his laugh hasn't left the dusk, and the faint scent of grease and coffee lingers on my skin like a signature. I thought it was just a flat. That was the plan. Quick change, back. On the road, no drama. I'd been driving home from the art supply store. Trunk, full of cadmium red, burnt umber, a new roll of canvas. Brushes still in their plastic. When the steering pulled hard, left, thump, thump, thump. The car shuddered. I coasted to the curb on Elm Street. Hazard lights blinking like a heartbeat in distress. The sunset bleeding orange across the windshield. Then, headlights, slow, deliberate, familiar. A black truck. Low rumble, toolbox rattling in the bed. Hey guys, I murmured to the camera. Voice thick with sunset. Spicy portion incoming, hit subscribe. The truck pulled up behind me, close enough to feel the heat from the engine. Everett stepped out, salt and pepper hair. Green eyes that see everything. Flannel sleeves rolled high. Forearms corded with muscle and faint scars from years of work. Lug wrench already in hand. Like he'd been waiting for this exact moment. Like the universe had scripted it. Need a hand? He asked, half smile. Dangerous, knowing. I nodded, slow, deliberate. Our fingers brushed on the wrench. Lingered. Electric. The metal was warm from his grip. The weight heavier than it should have been. The tension coiled. Quiet. Electric, every clank of metal, every shift of gravel under boots, every breath between us. Measured and heavy, it was torture. Beautiful. Exquisite torture. He didn't move fast. I didn't want him to. The space between us was 5 feet of dusk, but it felt like 5 inches of skin. Like the fading light was pressing us closer. He knelt by the tire. Slow, deliberate. I handed him lugs, one by one, our knuckles grazed, intentional, lingering. The sunset caught the grease on his fingers, turning it into liquid gold. His eyes flicked up. Just enough. Still drive like your mom taught you? Worse, I said, throat dry. Reckless? Dangerous. He smiled, slow, quiet. Good. His fingers grazed my wrist, barely there. But warm, calloused, intentional. Tires are bold, he said. Dangerous, I corrected. His thumb traced the grease on my skin, slow, deliberate, counting heartbeats. I like danger, silence, the kind that breathes, the kind that holds, the kind that waits. I tilted my head, just enough. Coffee after? He didn't move. Only if you let me drive. Deal. We finished the tire. Quiet chaos. He tightened the last lug. Slow, deliberate, lowered the jack. The click was soft. The dusk wrapped around us like a blanket. The heat was ours. The world outside disappeared. We lingered, hours, coffee, cooling between our palms and his truck cab, sunset bleeding into twilight, the fairy lights from my studio flickering like fireflies through the windshield, casting shifting patterns across his face. The conversation started small. A spark in the dark, but every word tightened the coil, pulled us closer, unraveled us layer by layer. Round one him, I still keep 2 jacks in the bed. One for me, one for her. Even though she's been gone 6 years. The second one's always ready, for someone. Me. I still keep your old tire gauge in the glove box. The one you lent me last year. I check pressure when I can't sleep. I hold it like it's your hand. He laughed. Low, soft. I felt it in my ribs. He leaned closer, elbow on the console, fingers inches from mine. Round to him. I keep her gardening gloves in the shed. I put them on when I miss her. They still smell like soil and rosemary. I wore them today. Me. I started painting tires because they reminded me of your hands on the wrench. I have 18 sketches, all titled Brakes. I added a new one this morning. His thumb stilled on the cup. His knee brushed mine, lingered, pressed, stayed. Round 3 him. I still have her wedding ring. In a tin under the floorboard. I took it out tonight. Left it there. Didn't need it. Needed this. Me. I keep a canvas under my bed, raw red, no title. I paint on it when I remember. It's you. It's always been you. I added a new stroke every time I drove past your house. He exhaled like I'd lifted a weight. His hand slid to my thigh. Slow. Reverent. Claiming. The grease leaving a faint mark on my jeans. Round 4 him. I think about the first time I changed your oil. The way you watched me like I was building something permanent. Like you trusted me. I think about it every time I start the car. The way you said tighten it slow like it was advice for more than bolts. Like it was for us. His eyes softened. The hoodie slipped off my shoulder. He didn't look away, traced the line with his gaze, then his fingertip, leaving a faint trail of warmth. Round 5 him. I almost stopped by the day you turned 17. You were painting in the driveway. I kept driving. Told myself you were still too young. I was wrong, me. I knew, I waited. I painted your truck in the background of every canvas. I painted it like a promise. He closed his eyes. When he opened them, they were storm deep. His hand tightened on my thigh. Possessive, grounding, home. Round 6 him. I keep a photo of you in my wallet. From the block party. You're laughing at something, I said. I look at it when I'm lonely. It's creased down the middle from my thumb. Me. I have a voice memo of you saying my name when you handed me the wrench last year. I play it when I miss you. I know every pause, every breath, every inflection. The air crackled. He leaned in, stopped. 1 inch away. Breath mingling, heart sinking. The scent of coffee and grease and dusk between us. Round 7 him. I pulled over tonight because I couldn't keep driving past. Not anymore. Not after seeing you on the curb like that. Me. I got the flat on purpose. Subconsciously, maybe. I needed you to stop. He nodded. Once. His hand slid to my waist, anchored. Final, like the last lug nut, round 8 him. I'm terrified you'll drive away tomorrow. That this was just a flat. Me. I'm terrified you'll fix it and leave again. That this was just a pit stop. We stared. The conversation had teeth. The space between us was gone, bodies pressed, hearts racing, the truck cab too small for the weight of it all. Round 9 him. I love you. Have for 2 years. Didn't know how to say it until the tire gave me courage. Until I saw you standing there waiting. Me, I love you. Wrote it in every sketch. Painted it in every red stroke. Waited for you to hit the brakes. Waited for you to stay. Silence. Then, kiss, slow, deep, quiet, like a road finally taken. Like a canvas finally signed. The coffee went cold. The tire stayed changed. The dusk turned to night. We didn't care. The street was quiet. We stood by the car, lingering, breathless, hands still tangled, lips still warm, foreheads pressed together, the faint scent of grease and coffee and paint between us. He brushed a grease streak from my cheek. Slow. Reverent. You hit the brakes, Chloe. I leaned in, just enough. Good, let it stay. Chloe winks at the camera. Fairy lights blazing, the tire still warm, the jack still extended. The night stretching on like a road finally taken, and never left. And that's how changing a tire became everything. Cresthaven's got a way of making sunsets spark, doesn't it? Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Chloe's dangerous desires just hit the brakes.